G'day, Nathaniel Smith from New South Wales Master Plumbers. We're thrilled to announce a new partnership with MGA Insurance brokers, and I'd like to introduce Andrew Faber, who is our Sydney Portfolio Manager. He's the head of MGA's Trades Division. The reason we've created this partnership is that insurance is such a key concern for our members, and we've been getting lots of feedback back from you over the last few years about it. So Andrew, how can MGA help our members?
Yeah, Nathaniel, look, thanks for having on board. Look, we're really excited to be part of the Master Plumbers Association as your general insurance partner. How we can help? Look, we've seen skyrocketing premiums with regards to plumbers insurance, especially over the last 3 to 4 years. We're seeing a lot of that driven by flexi hoses and crimping failures, especially in high-rise buildings. A lot of insurers actually now pulling away from the market. All those that are still in, quite a number of them are having some really restrictive conditions around the cover. So how we can best help your members? Number one, we'll try to save them money. We've had some great success stories already with saving some money. But more importantly, we actually make sure they're covered correctly so that if it ever does go wrong, they can have a policy that they can rely on that's going to have their back when they need to call upon it.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. And we've heard some stories that some of the major insurers will actually refuse to pay a claim if you're working in a building greater than 3 stories. Is that right?
Yeah, mate. Look, it's actually, I find that really disappointing that one of some of the large insurers out there in Australia are actually putting those conditions in. So that all goes back to the flexis and crimping. So what they will actually exclude is if you're working in a building that's greater than 3 stories. So whether you're working on the ground floor, the 3rd floor, or the 33rd floor, something goes wrong, they're going to use that exclusion to deny a claim and not provide any sort of coverage for that business. But it's not only that, we're seeing it with work and conditions around hot works and soldering and welding, where there's some really restrictive requirements of what you need to do to protect, and also around using subcontractors. And if you're not doing certain things with your paperwork, they won't cover you. So these conditions are being put on by insurers, realistically as ways to get out of paying claims, whereas we make sure that with clients that we have, with insurers that are looking at ways to pay claims, as opposed to ways to getting out. So again, it's all about the devil in the detail, and it's never truer when you're talking about an insurance policy.
Yeah, that's right. So Andrew, we've already had some great feedback from some of our members. We've already referred to you, especially around motor insurance. What can you offer members around car insurance?
Yeah, look, we've got a really good deal. We've got an exclusive offering with an underwriting agency that's backed by Zurich and one of the major insurers here in Australia. And that offering has been able to, we've used that offering to save a lot of money for your members. We've had just one the other day where we took their premium from $35,000 a year down to just under 26. So that's a $10,000 savings. But again, not only about the money, we've actually got them significantly better coverage. So they've now got automatic cover for up to $7,500 worth of accessories fitted to their vehicles that they didn't have previously. So the toolbars, the trays, the racking systems were all completely uninsured under the old policy. We've now got them coverage. Things like hire car, windscreen, new for old replacement for 3 years. So all these benefits are built into the policy, and again, significantly increased cover at a very discounted premium. So it's definitely worthwhile having a conversation. We may not save everyone that much money, but give us a call and we can see what we can do for you.
But you know that you're covered.
Absolutely,
So,
100%.
mate, I recall, occasionally when crimping first came in, you know, doing a crimp, and I had sleepless nights. That because it was making that transfer from silver soldering to crimping was a big deal back when I was plumbing. So really, it seems like a no-brainer to get your insurance all sorted out. What's the best way to have a chat to your team? And is it by calling you up? Is it clicking on the link below? How do you prefer to do it?
Look, there'll be the link below on this video. That'll have direct details into our teams. There's myself, Andrew. We've got a business development manager, Jeff, who'll be working with us as well for the association. Give us a call, mobile, email. We'll come out to you. We really like having a relationship with our clients. So, give us a call and see what we can do for you.
So do yourself a favour and make the switch today.